Put down the music real quick. I remember the first time. Funny story, actually. I met Carlito Fuente, my friend Tien, who's a bar back there. He's bartender, great guy, makes a really good coffee. I see this guy and he looks like a mafia guy. You've seen him before, right?
Yeah.
He looks like he's in the mafia, and I was like, who is this guy? And I see the pictures on the wall, and then I look back down and I was like, I did like a double take. I was like, wait a minute, that's not. And Tien, my friend, goes, yeah, that's Carlito Fuente. And I was like, no way. And my friend Tien goes, don't really introduce yourself. He's kind of busy. And I was like, no, watch this. And I shake his hand. I speak Spanish to him, give him a hug. We just started talking and whatnot. And then I was playing piano a little bit before. And I think he heard me. And he goes, you played piano? That was you. And I go, yeah, it was. And so I go back. And he goes, could you play something for me?
Mm-hmm.
I go, absolutely I can. I mean, who would say no to him?
Exactly.
And I go across the stage. I go, and the music's off because I was just playing. And I really loudly, I go in Spanish, para mi amigo Carlito Fuente. And everyone was like, what the heck is going on? And Carlito raises his drink, and I played some samba jazz fusion, man. Oh my gosh, dude. The whole place was going crazy.
Going crazy, huh?
It was an amazing experience. And that was his first impression of me, man. And from then on, he always remembers me as a piano guy.
That's what's up. I mean, well, we're going to start it like that then. Welcome to the Smoking Oak Podcast. Today we're doing a smoke signal today. And the smoke signal is Auremio Cigars.
Oh, yeah.
You are looking at the two youngest CEOs in Florida. So y'all give me your names and talk about your brand.
So my name is Flavio Eduardo Carreño Olivo. My friends call me Eduardo. And this is my beautiful wife.
I'm Ariana Carreño. I am 21 years old, so definitely the youngest.
I'm the second youngest.
The second youngest.
So yeah, no, it's crazy. Talking about the brand. Then let's start with the band, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's start. What made you guys want to start your brand?
Okay, yeah, for sure. So I've been smoking since I was 15, 16. I was sneaking in lounges, Central Cigars, and Hank, if you're watching this, I did sneak into your lounge. I'm sorry. I would watch the jazz shows there, man. I've been playing piano since I was 5 years old, top soloist in the state of Florida twice in a row. So I really had a passion for music and cigars are always something that kind of really well together.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just growing up, going there. I was, and this is for any entrepreneur that you would, any industry, you would ask them, when is the day and the time that you had your epiphany of starting your business? And every entrepreneur would be able to tell you the exact time, the exact day, what they were doing and where were they at.
Okay.
So mine was about 3 years ago. I was over at my cousin Josh's house. He had pulled out for New Year's. It was January. It was New Year's party. And he pulled out this Monte Cristo, the white edition, the white label. It's it has the word white in it.
Don't give me the line, but I know what you're talking about.
So long ago, yeah. And it was an interesting cigar. I liked it. It was it was just mid. I was like, man, I feel like I can do better. I feel like there's something missing here. And at that time I've been smoking for 4 years, so I've known a little bit about him, and I've never really had anyone cigar really speak to me. And so I said, you know what? Let's try and see what we can do. So from there, I, started the idea, and man, let me tell you, breaking into this industry is chaotic. It's hectic. It's scary. Any entrepreneur endeavor, I'm sure, as anyone could attest to. So that's really where the brand kind of evolved from. Obviously, creating really good cigars, which we still do.
Yep.
It's really for entrepreneurs. People say sell the problem, not the product. So the problem I saw within the industry of cigars is entrepreneurs smoke cigars, but there's no cigars for entrepreneurs.
Got you.
Right. So I saw that and I was like, well, what if we create an entrepreneur-centric cigar to where, even our Churchill, the one I'm smoking right now, is a tribulatio, which is Latin for tribulation, which really attributes to the personal sacrifices and tribulations, if you will, that people have to go through to be able to create something meaningful.
Nice.
And when they come out successful at the other end, they choose an Auremio to celebrate.
Nice. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when I
Nice.
started smoking, it was, I want to say about a year ago.
Right.
When we first met, he would tell me like how big into cigars he was. He would take me to lounges, but I never saw young people smoke cigars. It was always smaller things or vapes.
Yeah.
So when he brought me around, I was like, I don't know how I feel about, smoking this big thing in my hand as a woman, especially. And the first one I had, I actually enjoyed. It was a flavored one, so it wasn't too harsh. It wasn't a big punch, but it wasn't something I would do every day like he would do. When he was like, listen, like I wanted to start my own brand, try mine. And I was like, okay, I think I can, try a little bit of it. When I tried it, I fell in love with it. I was like, this is something that, I could enjoy all the time. And as time went on, I started gaining a little more knowledge, especially with him talking about cigars 24/7.
Pretty much.
And one day I saved up the money for it, and he was working hard every single day trying to fund it. And I looked at him and I was like, if you'll let me be your partner, I will give you what I saved up. But I got to be the partner, and I got to be the director of operations and finances.
Okay.
He was like, deal, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Within the first day of me being his partner, I got him 15 clients on the spot.
That's what's up.
Just yapping to everybody, different attorneys.
Yapper, I love it.
Attorneys, real estate agents, AI companies, even medical doctors were like, we're interested, in buying a box and giving them out after we open a suite somewhere.
Medical doctors, right? Who would have thought?
Hey, listen.
It's crazy.
Everybody, I've learned being in this industry, cigars do not discriminate.
Definitely not.
They don't.
Definitely not.
And my part was really coming in and bringing it more into the woman's world.
Okay.
That it's not a horrible thing like I thought at first. It's not disgusting, It's something that's modern. It's classier. It's a good conversation starter as well. A lot of the lounges we've been at, the majority of the women I've spoken to was started based off of what cigar we were all smoking. And throughout the holidays, I want to come out with different blends, especially right now. We just came out with espresso martini. For the winter. We're coming out with a rum flavor as well for the winter.
Nice.
Our sugarcane honey is a nice flavor for new smokers that are coming in, starting out. It's not a heavy punch, very sweet. The bands, I want to come out with different colors, do something special with the boxes, different percentages off if you're a veteran, for Hispanic month, for Christmas, every type of holiday. So it kind of brings in that feminism into the cigars.
Yeah. You need to talk to that person right there, my PA.
Oh, yeah.
Get her on cigars.
Hell yeah.
Because she be with me everywhere.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll tell you, she's creative, man. Like, this wouldn't work without her. I was, to say the least, I was struggling in my ideas, and I brought her along, and man, let me tell you, it skyrocketed.
That's what's up.
There's a quote that I like to live by. It's if you put an idea, a passion of yours, into the mind of a woman that loves you, that idea becomes to life.
Yeah.
And it's something that I can attest to 100%, and I just
enjoy that I get to be the boss of you most of the time.
Oh, God.
Certain deals will not go by unless I approve of them.
She definitely, that one right there would definitely love if she could be the boss of me.
Yeah, man. They keep us in check, don't they?
Yeah. She is the boss of me in the summertime, because
really?
I do her photography for her AAU team.
Oh, okay.
So she's the boss of me then, but I'm the boss of her now.
That's awesome.
So we swap on who's dominant.
Right.
But tell me about, so you've already talked about your cigar.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit more detail about the cigar you're smoking right now, and then tell me about the one that I'm smoking.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so right now we're, like I said earlier, the Tribulatio. This is a Churchill with a Maduro wrapper. It's got a Corojo binder from Esteli, and then the long leaf filler from Jalapa. So, it gets a lot of oakiness, leathery notes to it. Overall, I know a lot of people that my clients always say, oh, I don't like Churchills because the draw isn't even on the way through. I can tell you, it's really, really even. It's there's a picture on our Instagram, actually, if you check us out. There's I think on one of the carousels we posted, we did the event, our cut and light, over at Estate Cigars and Social. And there's this guy, and he smoked the cigar, the Churchill, to a nub, and I'm telling you, like, it started burning the toothpick.
Jesus.
Like, it's on our Instagram, and he has it on the toothpick, and it was still smoking.
You're still smoking,
Still
huh?
smoking. That just shows the construction all the way through.
Listen, man, what I've learned in this industry, a cigar will tell you when it's done, and it looks like that cigar was telling him he
Yeah,
wasn't
he still
done.
had some more in
He
it.
still
Yeah,
has some more to go.
that's
So
funny.
I smoked that one. You gave it to me when we met at Estates, and I went back home, and I play cornhole.
I know.
So
Yeah,
I
you
have,
told me.
I have cornhole boards at my apartment complex. I'll pull them out of the garage,
That's
and
awesome.
then I'll just throw and smoke cigars.
That's cool.
So as I was smoking that one, the one thing that really stuck out with me was that it's real smooth. Very, very smooth. It was almost, I mean, I was like, this is good. This is real good. Very
Thank you.
smooth, creamy. I was loving the taste that I was getting from it. I was like,
Right.
yeah. I told you, I texted you. I said I would
remember.
recommend this to all of my friends who don't really smoke on a daily basis,
Really?
but like to smoke cigars.
That's awesome.
Because
Yeah.
it's not overpowering. It's just right. Because I got friends who smoke, but they don't smoke like I smoke.
Oh yeah.
Like I can pick and choose different cigars,
Right,
different tastes,
right,
different
right.
strengths, and I'm cool with it. With them,
Yeah.
they've got that one cigar that they like to smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like I try to tell them you got to mix up your palate, switch your
Yeah.
palate up. You know, you can't
100%.
always smoke a sweet tip or a fat bottom Betty or something like that. You got to switch it up. So that's a cigar I definitely would recommend. Be like, yo, switch this up, clear your palate. It's very smooth. It's not overbearing. You'll
It's a
love
good
it.
intro Maduro
It
cigar.
is.
You
Yeah.
know?
It is.
Because I've had some. I had one that was called Medianoche or something like that. It was a house blend.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good. It was good. I mean, I've smoked all my life, so like I can handle it. But I can see where this specific Maduro from the one I smoked was, man, it was heavy stuff. You know, it was. I don't know if they put Maduro filling in it or some crazy. I don't know what they did, but man, it was. But the flavor, man, it kicked you off your feet.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta go get it again, man. It's inspired me to really come out with more blends. Like for example, our sugarcane blend. Really, the Grand Cathedral. I love y'all's Jesuit. If you guys are watching, Angela,
Oh, yeah,
I love your
yeah.
Jesuit.
The Jesuit is
oh my God,
when I go to Grand Cathedral,
Oh, it's
that's the
go-to.
only one I'm
It's
getting.
go-to.
I don't even
Yeah.
look at the other brands that they have.
Yeah.
I go straight to their house blend, and if the Jesuit's into there, I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
okay,
you're on it.
Yeah.
You're on it. So that was
I'm
a
like,
really
okay, I'll get something
inspiration
else.
for our sugar cane. And then the one you have right now in your hand. How's it treating you, by the way?
man, I'm loving it.
You did
It's
a V cut
good.
on that one?
Yeah, I'm a V cut type of guy.
Yeah.
I've been switching back and forth between all three of the punches. Really, it just depends on which cigar I'm smoking.
Right.
Determines on if I want a
100%.
V cut, a punch, or a straight cut.
Right.
But I've been switching back and forth between. I've been switching back and forth between a straight cut and a punch.
Okay.
So it's like it just depends. Like if
Yeah.
I want a lot of filtration from it, I'll do a straight cut. If I want to kind of like ease off on, it, I'll do a punch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Yeah,
this
punch
one-
cuts for me are really like direct in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like them though. That's awesome.
this
So,
one
yeah.
is good too, man. I mean, it's burning great. Feels good in the mouth when I pull into it. I'm not really getting. Let me tell you. Nice draw. Very I'm not getting no spices, which I don't mind. Some people they like spices in their cigars. I'm a guy I can deal with or without it.
Right,
You know,
right.
I get enough spice in my food.
Right.
Yeah,
I
our
feel you.
Robusto's are normally the ones we try and recommend to
Yeah.
people who are first starting to smoke, especially
Mhm.
because of their size. It's not a heavy punch, it's not too light, but it's like right in the middle.
Mhm.
Or we normally go for the Toro Habano as well, because that one has like a creamier flavor.
Exactly.
To those who don't normally smoke, I try and, explain it in the terms of coffee. I
Yes.
say our Habano is more of like, think of it with sugar and cream.
Mhm.
And then our Maduro, I say more of just espresso, nothing in it, just like that.
That is
So
a-
it kind of depends on what you like to smoke.
That's a great way to explain your cigars, comparing it to coffee. I mean, because people often smoke cigars with,
With
their
coffee,
coffee.
yeah.
Yeah, with coffee.
And then now we come with the espresso martini flavor, so that analogy kind of gets thrown off a little bit. But we still like isolate within the context of the different ones. But yeah, the Habano is a great one. It's so that when you're smoking, I'll get into it. It's a Maduro wrapper,
Mhm.
long leaf filler from Jalapa as well. And that one's like we always say, it's a short, sweet, and it just punches.
Yeah.
I would say the flavor profile on that one isn't as strong as a Churchill per se. All of our cigars are pretty much like this one for me would be a little more peppery than that one for sure.
Yeah.
That one gives you just darker, smoother notes. This one for me is more of a multi-dimensional smoke, if you will, because the binder as well. would you be surprised? Binder has a huge effect on the construction, burn, and actual profile of the cigar as
It
well.
does.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've tested the theory a couple of times. I might be wrong. Anyone in the comments could definitely correct me, but I would say if you use the same binder as a filler, it's just kind of like a one-dimensional smoke. But the wrapper from the binder to the filler gives that kind of difference of like peppery notes and stuff, and that's why I'm more partial towards Nicaraguans and their cigars because they have more regions to be able to play with the blends. They're
Yeah.
closer to the equator. They have
Yeah.
coastal, volcanic, mountainous. Dominicans have that, but it's you would even say with wine and stuff, the barometric pressure, the atmosphere, the altitude, everything has to do with the tobacco leaves.
Yep.
A wet year, a dry year,
Yep.
and I feel like there's more change in the Nicaraguan landscape, agriculturally speaking, than just the Dominican blends.
I
Yeah.
would say it also helps with, your mouth not being too dry or
Right,
too wet.
right.
There's been cigars that we've tested just randomly, like, let's buy a $50 cigar versus an $8 cigar. Sometimes the $50 one makes my mouth so dry to the point that I'm spitting. And I hate spitting. Or it's too wet and my mouth is just like,
Yeah,
I'm literally
overpowered.
covered in saliva. Same thing. I'm still spitting, trying to get rid of all of it. So I think it definitely helps our cigars because we're right in the middle. Your mouth is not too dry.
Yes.
It's not too wet. You're not constantly drinking water. You're not spitting every 2 seconds. You can leave your cigar out. The Churchill we've left out for, I want to say, 35 minutes, and you didn't even have to relight it. You could just
Really?
pick it back
Oh, yeah.
up and smoke it again.
I mean, I told you when I smoked it. I mean, I play 3 rounds of cornhole, and I don't know if Amber was with me. I think she was. I think she did come out and play with me. But I played 3 rounds of 21, and that thing lasted me the whole time.
Right.
And I wasn't like smoking it repeatedly. I was just
You were-
every
but
now
you're
and then.
moving
I was
around,
moving
too.
around
Yeah,
and stuff
exactly.
like that. Like
Yeah, even our total, I want to say I went maybe 20, 25 minutes because
Yeah.
we were doing our cut and light, and I had smoked like 4 or 5 of them that day trying to show everyone how to cut it, how to light it, how you smoke it. So I was walking around showing everyone, talking.
Mhm.
And once I started talking, I would go 20, 25 minutes without it. And I was just hitting it again. And I was even impressed with it because
Yeah.
I was calculating time, looking at my clock. Okay, I'm not going to touch it for a couple minutes. So I started kind of going in little increments of time. Okay, 5 minutes, I can still go. 10 minutes. So I hit 25 and I was like, it holds. Like,
holds.
I can leave it there.
yeah, it does hold. It holds really, really good. I love a stick that holds because there'll be times where I'll be out at a cigar lounge and I'll get caught up in a conversation
Oh, yeah.
and then I have to relight. If I gotta relight a cigar more than once or twice, it's like okay, I'm not saying it's a bad cigar. I'm just in my head I'm making a mental note. I'm not getting a cigar again
Yeah.
just because I have to relight it so much.
Right. No, that happens. It happens. But yeah, and then I don't know if we talked about the two toros. We keep on mentioning them. I would say for all of our habanos, I'm more preferred towards the Cubans. Of course, maybe they're not what they used to be back pre-war, but I try to make them as close to that as possible. The New World cigars are kind of up and come up. So all of our habanos are Cuban seed grown in Nicaragua, so it gives that retro Cuban sort of scent
Gotcha.
and profile to them. I've had a lot of people say that at our cut and light actually I was gifted a beautiful Cuban cigar, and let me tell you that wrapper was identical. Let me tell you to our habano, it was right there, and our other Toro Maduro is the same as the Maduro as a dark oaky sort of flavor with them. I would say that one is really good for like cold days.
Gotcha.
It's like in the middle between the Churchill and the Robusto, but if you're looking for like a nice, cold, cozy, warm feeling, the Toro for me is always the one that I like to smoke during the cold. I would say personally the Habano is like a great yacht smoke, It's super light, and then we actually came out with a lighter one, which is a sugarcane. Man, that one is like for a newbie. Like if you want your first cigar, imagine the Jesuit, but with sugarcane infusion longleaf from Nicaragua.
And I guess we can also recommend you can lick the actual cigar
Apparently
to get a taste
so,
out of
yeah.
it. My husband actually told me one day, he's like, no, I want to lick the cigar just to see if I could taste it. And I looked at him, the first thing I said was, you're insane. Like, you're literally insane.
I'm
There's
not.
something wrong with
I'm
you.
not.
A couple weeks ago, we had a surgeon order cigars from us. And the first thing he said was, I licked the cigar and I could taste the honey and the sugar cane in the cigar. Then I smoked it. And I looked at my husband and I was like, you're not the only one.
I'm not crazy.
You know?
You're not crazy. You're
When we mentioned it to our supplier, even, he was like, I wouldn't really ever think about licking it, but I guess it's something you can now recommend to people if they want to figure out what flavor it is nowadays.
Also,
Exactly.
Our cigars are apparently pet approved as well. We were on vacation and the cat got on the counter. I don't know how, it was a spare cigar that was just left out for whatever reason, and the cat knocked it over, and then the dog chewed on it.
Saw it on the camera when my camera
gosh.
was buzzing with movement. And I was like, what is going on in the house? We're in the middle of North Carolina for his birthday.
Oh my god.
And the first thing I see is him chewing something long, and I'm like, I don't remember leaving anything out. Like, what could we have left? Immediately call my neighbor. I'm like, you need to go into my house. This dog is chewing something up. I don't know what he is. And when my neighbor walked, he was like, Ari, he's chewing on 2 of your cigars, your Churchill and your Toro. And in that moment, we were like, well, I guess, it's pet approved as well. Thank God the dog was not harmed.
Yeah, the dog was
He
fine.
was very healthy.
Was
We rushed
fine.
him to the vet immediately when we got home.
He was fine.
But the vet said he was all good. So
Yeah, it was.
at least he was okay.
At
No
least he
health
was
issues.
okay. So, another question we asked on the podcast is, do you guys remember your first cigar?
Yes.
Give me the story.
I remember I think I snuck into a lounge. I forgot which one it was. I want to say Central.
Okay.
Over at Ruby's, and I remember seeing the Romeo Julieta 1875. Man, to this day, I own my own brand and everything, but man, I love the Romeo Julieta 1875. I don't know what it is about it. It was obviously my first smoke, so it was a deer. Maybe it was just a placebo or something, but I mean, I've smoked countless, and to this day, I still. Besides my brand, I would personally vouch for them as well. They're amazing build, great quality. It's always consistent. Every single time I get one, it's the same time every single time. And yeah, that's my first one, man. I love it. I love that one.
Nice. And
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah, my first one, we were actually going on a date, and I had told him I wanted to go to Grand Cathedral for the first time. He brought a couple of his buddies, had an espresso martini, and all the guys obviously are running around, grabbing whatever. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I looked at him and I was like, can you help me choose one? Like, I don't want something rough. Like, I need something, nice and flavory, something good. And the one he picked out, he was like, it's a honey flavored one. Will you like it? Not a honey fan.
Okay.
But let me say, that cigar was amazing. It was
the Jesuit.
Yeah, the Jesuit one.
Jesuit. No.
Hey, listen, man.
That's
The Jesuit is a cigar that many love. It does not disappoint.
Never.
You have many people who just go in there, like I said, myself just go in there and I only get the Jesuit.
Oh yeah. Next time you go in, you gotta ask Tian to make you his coffee Tian style.
I will definitely do that.
Oh my gosh, that one is amazing with a good
So the
coffee.
last thing we have that we do on the podcast, Amber started this thing called Ashes and Answers.
Okay.
Is where we pull from my box as soon as I can find it.
Down here. Yep.
Okay. Whew. We grab this box and we pull.
One question for both of us, or one
Let
question?
me hold it.
We can do one question.
Okay.
So just pull the question and then each of us will answer the question.
All
This
right.
one's a long one.
Okay.
Do Cuban cigars still live up to the hype, or are boutique brands leading the way?
I'm gonna let y'all answer that one first.
I would say boutique brands are leading the way right now. I have heard more people talk about boutique brands, and seeing that we kind of fit the category of boutique brands, even though we are more of a luxury brand, but we do fit in that category. I would say most of our competition lately have been boutique brands. We've been compared to all types of cigars, but I would say the most we've been compared to lately, and in that fight of which one's better, have been boutique brands.
I would agree with that. Boutique brands have kind of made have been booming, really. Because they're kind of, I want to say outshining your bigger brands, but there's just so many that make so many good cigars that you would never think or like believe that a small brand could make such a great cigar, but they're out there and there's a lot of them and they're almost overshadowing the bigger brands because the bigger brands have their, they got their marquee cigars and things like that, but those boutique brands, they're coming.
And I would say it has to do with a generation thing as well.
Yes.
Like every generation has their song type, like
Yes.
their genre. Back in the 80s, they had their own. Nowadays, you would hear more rap. So I would say now it's the boutique brands that are making it's come for that generation.
Yes.
It's the newer and improved, the modern ones. You hear more stories behind it, especially ours, like it's not just a cigar that we're selling. We're selling our cigar with our story behind it. We try and tell everyone the tears, the sweat, the sacrifices that we had to make. We were, eating ramen the first week that we moved in because we were putting our money aside just to fund it. Eduardo and myself were donating plasma. He donated 16 gallons of plasma
Sheesh.
just to fund it. We went a full-on week of not sleeping, just working our 9 to 5, and then from 5 till the next morning, we were working DoorDash overnight, saving everything we could just to be able to buy the bands, the boxes, everything. So when we tell that story, it kind of kicks out every other cigar because it's like you guys have a story behind it.
You guys
There's
got a story, there's a meaning behind it. Yeah.
Especially with lounge owners, we say that story, and every lounge owner has said, to build a beautiful place like this is always a hardship. So to be able to relate to that person, to be able to sell a cigar that they can stand behind, because for example, Evan over at Estate Cigars was telling me this guy came in and it was a cigar brand that he didn't align with the story. It was a very toxic masculinity, and it was just not his brand, not what he wanted to stand behind. He saw a story, and Evan said to Lori, he said, "Oh, should we just buy them right now?" Like right then and there. But yeah, well, anyways, to answer the question, Cuban cigars. I've heard a lot of things. I've smoked a couple Cubans in my day. I'm talking like I'm 50 years old. I'm 23, but I've smoked some. And what I've heard from a lot of experienced smokers is that a lot of Chinese factories have bought over the manufacturing plants and whatnot. They cut corners in the fermentation process and the aging process. That you have to respect the leaf in order to get the same quality over time.
Exactly.
So that's really just not what they're doing anymore. So yeah, New World cigars are really just on the comeback. I got a couple people that would completely agree with me and say that boutique cigars are the up and coming and they're new wave of the generation of us. Why am I so handsome? Well, so not playing. What's the funniest cigar etiquette violation you've ever seen? Probably the guy who licked the cigars. Well, I mean, that was just because I was testing my blend, but the guy actually did it. I don't know if he did it in public or not.
I mean, licking the cigar, that's not too bad. Did he like lick the whole cigar?
I don't.
He just said licked.
I
mean, like if he did like a little, okay, but if he like what the world? I have not witnessed myself
me neither.
any bad etiquette, but I did. Kevin from the Tampa Cigar Week Bear, he told me that he's witnessed 2 guys sharing a cigar. That's a flag on the play. All right?
Yeah.
And they weren't partners.
Oh,
Okay?
geez.
And they're sharing cigars. Like he's actually had a guy ask him, could he taste his cigar?
Oh, jeez.
Like from his mouth. No, you cannot taste my cigar from my mouth. You can go to the
You
humidor
can get one.
Yeah.
and get one
I
yourself.
don't even share it with my friends. I would
Exactly.
say the only person I really
We've
share
shared
cigar
one.
with.
We've shared one with each other, like
Because there's moments
Exactly.
where my stomach doesn't really feel the full cigar that I'll be like, okay, I had half of it. Go ahead and finish it.
I mean, I've tried to get Emma to smoke cigars several times, and I just put my cigar up to her lips and just say pull.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I think I would say like a couple months ago, I would say the weirdest thing was like hearing people actually inhale the cigar.
Oh.
I didn't know that
yeah.
was a thing.
Yeah, people accidentally do it all the time. I mean, I could attest, retrohaling is different than inhaling, but I would go as far as saying our sugarcane you could probably inhale. Like I will say that's how smooth the profile is. Like
Really?
it is like vaping,
Nowadays people do say they inhale cigars, but
Yeah.
like a couple months
Depends.
back when I first started like you're not really inhaling
Exactly.
it. So I would hear people say, yeah, inhaling. I'm like, that's not normal in a cigar because that's not the point of a cigar. It's not like you're smoking a blunt. You're not hitting your nicotine.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to inhale a cigar. You're supposed to
Exactly. You're
just
supposed
sit
to just
back, relax, enjoy
and
it.
taste the air and blow it out.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So I would say that's probably the weirdest thing that I've heard.
The funny
so
thing
far.
is that you mentioned retrohaling is that's something new that I kind of like came upon as far as like another aspect of like getting the full blend
yeah.
or tasting the cigars.
Yeah.
Retrohaling. I tried it one time.
How'd
It
it
was
go?
I mean, it
You
wasn't
didn't
that
cough up
bad.
any
No,
of
I
it?
didn't cough up that
Was
bad.
it
So I
Habano, Connecticut, or Maduro?
won't say Habano,
I
but it
can't
wasn't
do
that
with
bad.
Maduro. I can't do it. I can't do it
Nah.
with the Churchills. Retrohaling for me, like I have to be smoking something super light.
Something, and
Like,
it was
yeah.
something super light when I tried
the
it.
Jesuit, I can do that. The Sugar Cane, I can do that. The Connecticut's, I can do that. Cameroons, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you put even a dark Habano. You put a dark Habano in front of me, and I try to. No, I can't do it.
I
Can't do
smoke
it.
enough. My lungs are gonna give up soon. I don't think I could
Yeah.
inhale
Yeah.
it. It'll destroy it.
Oh god.
Yeah, but with the retrohaling, you're not really inhaling. You're
Now
just
it's
blowing it out through your nose.
Here, all
Yeah.
right, let's see if I can do it.
Yeah,
Let's see,
so
let's
it's
see.
like okay, it's but the trick is to get it out, to blow it out through your nose. Some people don't know how to do that, like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't think I could see you make that
Get
face
the
every
li-
time.
I
you do
can't.
it.
I can't.
I've seen some people.
Nowadays.
I've seen some people do it like nothing. I'm like,
Oh my
all
gosh.
right, you are.
You get a lot of pepper from that one.
Yeah, can't do that. But I appreciate y'all coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you
man.
so
I
much
really
for having
appreciate
us.
it.
Yes,
Thank
we've
you so
been
much, man.
trying to get you guys in front of the camera since we met. So
Too.
Oh, dude, have you been to Elena's?
yes, I have.
Bro, they ordered 2 boxes of our entire line.
Nice.
You know, Will Goldston, bro. Will, if you're watching, man, much love. Amazing place
Barnabas
you got.
is amazing.
Oh my god, have you met Barnabas?
Probably
General man, yo, you can't miss him.
the general manager.
He wears
Yeah.
the
Bling.
drippiest.
Yes.
The drippiest.
Yes, I met him.
He's a fashionista, that man. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And man, his whole the way that we told the story of our brand and entrepreneurship and stuff, he gave us the same sort of pitch of how he brings his culture into the hospitality of Elena's. He's Middle Eastern from Jordan, I think he said.
Nice.
Right, Jordan, right? And you know, those kinds of people in that area are always very hospitable. They're very nice. They're very serviceable. And he really brings that into like what he does on a daily basis at Elena's.
Nice.
And man, that is a to-go spot, man. That is,
Yeah.
it's got a really cool club vibe to it with like sections, VIP sections. It's so exclusive to the point that they don't have a public humidor. You ask for the cigars on a
All
menu.
a la carte.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
all a la carte. Hopefully our cigars are going to be on the menu there soon.
Nice.
And yeah, because they got to update all the menus for the blends and stuff. And yeah, man, it's just a
I
really,
think
really
for
good
me,
spot.
it was the fact that it was a retired Bucks player, and I've never met a Bucks player.
Yes, you have. You when you used to work as a teacher.
Well, yeah, but he didn't really talk about it like
Oh,
that.
true.
But Will, when he was out here and he was smoking our cigar, that
Nice.
right there was like, oh my gosh, famous person.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, oh,
Number
okay.
92.
Yeah. But man, like I said, I appreciate y'all coming on. We're gonna finish this conversation up outside of the camera. This is Smoking Oak.